Hello, in this video I will present some basic functionalities of SAP Integrated Business Planning, in short IBP. Primary application of IBP is supporting the business process named Sales and Operations Planning, that is S&OP. Therefore, first I'd like to briefly introduce you to S&OP process. On this slide you can see the role S&OP process is playing in managing a company. It is integrating various planning activities that take place in each business. It takes inputs from high-level long-term plans and from detailed operational plans. Outputs of this process are used at all management levels. On next slide, there are some details about how S&OP process is conducted. Obviously, in each company it is organized differently and different terminology is used. But usually we can distinguish three main stages: demand planning, supply planning, and financial planning. Demand planning is a sub-process aimed to create final demand plan, frequently called consensus demand plan. During this stage, statistical methods may be used to calculate statistical forecast. Then, inputs from sales and marketing may be taken into account. Usually, formal meeting, demand review, takes place to discuss and agree final consensus demand plan. Next stage, supply planning, is about finding the best way of fulfilling demand requirements. At this stage, decisions about production and inventory allocations are taken. Capacity utilization and staffing are agreed. Sometimes, when it is visible that demand cannot be fulfilled, managers participating in a supply review meeting may request adjustments of demand plan. During last stage, financial planning, planned demand and supply quantities are converted into financial data. They are compared with annual budget plans and other KPIs. In the end, financial plans are updated and next month S&OP cycle can start again. Now, let's see how S&OP process might look like when working in SAP IBP system. For this purpose, set of planning views can be designed. Planning views are predefined Excel spreadsheets that are connected to IBP database and provide access to required data. Here I have three simple spreadsheets to illustrate how IBP can support three typical stages of S&OP process. So, let's start. First, I need to generate statistical forecast basing on historical sales order data. You can see such data on the screen now. Please note that I have raw historical data in key figure ordered quantity and cleaned historical data in adjusted ordered quantity key figure. The second one is used as a basis for statistical forecast. In this key figure, I can make manual adjustments to remove from history untypical values that may affect calculation result. Right from the Excel, I can execute statistical forecasting, either as a simulation or as a background job. The advantage of simulations is that calculation result is not saved automatically, but after reviewing the new forecast I can decide whether to save it or not. So now I want to run statistical forecast in simulation mode. But in this mode, calculations are performed at currently visible aggregation level, which is often not the right level for statistical processing. Therefore, in our example, I will change aggregation from product group to single products. Here you can see how it is done. In my example, I'm using a very simple method, which is 3 months average. I'm running it now, and here you can see a result. Let's assume it requires only minor adjustments. We can imagine that someone from marketing entered following adjustments to the demand plans. Due to Christmas promotions, demand for tablets will be increased in December, and small cannibalization effect will occur in January. Please note that consensus demand plan is updated automatically after data is saved. Now I need to enter some adjustments, but on higher aggregation level. Therefore, I'm switching back my planning view to family group level. Let's imagine that due to some market disruptions, sales of laptops will drop in February, but it will also significantly increase in March. Additionally, sales of tablets are expected to be higher in April. My changes were saved, and let's see how these changes were disaggregated to single product level. You can see here that each single product received part of increased or decreased values. This way I have achieved final demand plan. Let's go to supply planning. In our example, capacity requirements are calculated immediately, and I can compare them directly with planned available capacity. Imagine that I have defined 2 groups of resources. One of them is dedicated to producing laptops, other group is dedicated to producing tablets. And I have created capacity plans for both of them. On the screen you can see that IBP automatically highlighted in red months when my planned available capacity is too low. On the supply review meeting, managers may have to resolve such problems. For example, they may decide to hire temporary workers and increase capacity this way. Or they may leave capacity plan as it is and simply produce earlier, if possible. Then, when demand and supply are reconciled, company can start financial planning part of the S&OP process. For this stage of S&OP process, I have prepared a planning view that is using a template provided by SAP. This template has some built-in macros that are automatically adjusting chart after user decides what should be displayed on it. For example, I can display a set of key figures and then add a filter to display only the values I need. Or I can select 2 or more product groups and display values of specified key figure for each of them. Let's come back to our S&OP process. In such a planning view, planners can compare current consensus demand plan value with yearly company's target annual plan. If managers decide that discrepancies are acceptable, then OK. Otherwise, management may suggest taking some actions so that expected results are improved. The new activities that are expected to improve company's results will be planned during the next S&OP cycle. And here this short introduction to IBP ends. Thank you.